Hello, hi everyone. My name is Dr. Sana Khan, and in this video, we are going to talk about biogas production. It's one of your important topic for your board exam as well as your NEET exams. So let us talk about biogas in detail. So biogas is something which is very important because it is used for various purposes like various domestic purposes, industrial purposes. So many developing countries are trying to install the biogas plant so that the requirement of energy can be met. So now let us see what is there in biogas exactly. So biogas is a gas which is very rich in methane. Okay, so it's rich in methane and it is produced by anaerobic breakdown or digestion of biomass. So here it takes place without the help of oxygen because of the bacteria called as methanogenic bacteria or methanogens. So methane producing bacteria are what? They are methanobacterium. So what are the methane producing bacteria? They are called as methanobacterium. So it has lot of methane. So it can be used for domestic as well as industrial fuel. Obviously the CNG which is used okay at your home in the form of a cylinder or a gas pipe. What does it has? It has actually methane, right? It has a biogas in it. So it's a non-conventional and biogas production with the help of biodigester is a non-conventional and renewable source of energy. Because what biodigester is going to do, it is going to undergo the microbial fermentation of the various products. Okay, and it is going to produce a biogas which can be used for various purposes. So biogas production, so anaerobic microbial species does it. Usually happens in marshy places or organic sediments and in the rumen of ruminant animals like cows, right? You know about them now. So they also produce a lot of methane while eating. So they can be produced from even plant or animal waste or the domestic waste or the agricultural waste or agro-industrial waste. Any kind of a waste can be used to prepare biomass. It could be anything. It could be plant, animal, domestic, agriculture, anything. And forestry, municipal waste, anything, any waste can produce biogas. So now biogas chemical composition is the methane is approximately 50 to 68%, carbon dioxide is 25 to 35%, nitrogen is 2 to 7%, hydrogen is 1 to 5%, and oxygen is 0 to 0.1%, and the last one, that's hydrogen sulfide, is rarely found in the biogas. So you can clearly see in the chemical composition that the methane is the most over here, which is 50 to 68%, among which this 50% of the biogas is a combustible energy, okay, and the calorific value of biogas is around 23 to 28 joules per mq. Okay, so as I told you, it takes place with the help of methanobacterium. So what happens? It can take place, this methanobacterium can be found in various places, right? So it can be found in the anaerobic sludge of sewage treatment. You remember I talked about the sewage treatment where we talked about the anaerobic sludge digester where the methane gets formed, right? Because of the anaerobic bacteria getting developed. So you can find methanobacterium in anaerobic sludge of sewage treatment. You can find it in rumen. You can find it in lot of cellulosic material available in the rumen where these bacteria help in the breakdown of cellulose and play an important role in the digestion of cattle. See what happens, the cattle obviously they eat all the grasses and the plants, right, which has lot of cellulose in it. So when the breakdown of cellulose takes place in their body, it releases methane gas. It can also be found in the excreta dung of cattle, that is your gobar, as dung is also rich in cellulosic derived from plants and can be used for generation of biogas. Obviously, dung is something which is coming from the cattle, right? And whatever they are eating will have, their excreta also will going to have, right? Because they are eating, so their excreta is obviously going to have the cellulosic material. So as that is having a cellulosic material, it also has a methane gas. And ideal manure also has it, which is rich in minerals, lignin, and a part of cellulose. So now there was a technology of biogas production which was developed in India by Indian Agricultural Research Institute, which is called as IARI, and Khadi and Village Industries Commission, that is KVIC. Very important line from your NCRT. You need to remember these two industries. The first one is Indian Agricultural Research Institute, and the second one is Khadi and Village Industries Commission. So these are the two technologies of biogas production which has been developed in India. So now for biogas production, we use a digester over here. So the digester which is used for biogas production is called as biogas plant. So this is called as biogas plant. So a typical biogas plant is using a cattle dung. Okay, so what does it use? It uses a cattle dung as a raw material which consists of digester and gas holder. See, this is a digester, and this above up you can see a gas holder. Okay, so bacterial flocks are allowed to sediment, and now the sediment is called as activated sludge. We will be talking about the production of biogas in detail in the subsequent slides. So now this digester, can you see the digester? So what is it exactly made? It is made up of concrete bricks. Can you see over here? It's made up of concrete bricks, cement, or it is made up of steel. There is a cylinder gas holder, which you can see here, or a gas tank, you can call it as gas tank also, which collects the gas, see, like this. Okay, so this is a digester, this is a gas holder, and it also has a side openings, okay, like charge pit, like this, in which raw material as a cow dung is fed, like this. See, there's an inlet pipe and there is an outlet pipe. So inlet pipe is obviously for the raw material to go in, right? So the digester is partly buried in the soil. It's not above the soil, it's partly buried into the soil. So there are three steps which takes place for the production of biogas. The first one is called as hydrolysis or solubilization. Second is called as acidogenesis. Third is called as methanogenesis. So let us talk about each step. So let us talk about the first step, that is hydrolysis or solubilization. So let us see what is hydrolysis or solubilization. Very easy to understand. So raw material, that is cattle dung, is mixed with water. Hydrolysis ना नाम से ही पता चल रहा है, यहाँ पर water mix होगा, correct? So raw material, that is cattle dung, is mixed with water in equal proportion to make a slurry which is then fed into digester. ठीक है, तो raw material जो रहेगा उसमें equal amount of water add किया जाएगा so that उसका एक slurry जैसा paste बन जाए, and then it will be put into the digester here. Okay. नाउ अभी डाइजेस्टर में डालने के बाद क्या होगा? एनारोबिक हाइड्रोलाइटिक बैक्टीरिया, ओके, एनारोबिक डाइजेशन से ही मीथेन गैस प्रोड्यूस होता है, प्लीज ये बात याद रखना. सो एनारोबिक हाइड्रोलाइटिक बैक्टीरिया जैसे कि आपके क्लोस्ट्रीडियम हो गए, सुडोमोनास हो गए, दे विल हाइड्रोलाइज, ओके, दे विल हाइड्रोलाइज द कार्बोहाइड्रेट इनटू सिंपल शुगर, प्रोटीन into amino acids and lipids into fatty acids. See, understand this. वो raw material जो था उसमें carbohydrates है, protein है, fats है, right? तो अभी ये तीनों का breakdown होना जरूरी है. तो ये तीनों का breakdown will be done by anaerobic hydrolytic bacteria, that is Clostridium and Pseudomonas. तो एक बार स्लरी बना लिया, स्लरी डाइजेस्टर टैंक में चला गया. स्लरी जब डाइजेस्टर टैंक में जाता है तो वहां पर जो एनारोबिक बैक्टीरिया होते हैं वो स्लरी का ब्रेक डाउन करते हैं, कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स को सिंपल शुगर्स में बदलते हैं, प्रोटीन्स को अमीनो एसिड्स में, लिपिड्स को फैटी एसिड्स में चेंज करते हैं. Then coming to the next step, that is acidogenesis. So अभी acidogenesis में क्या होता है? Let's see. तीन आपके बैक्टीरिया है. पहला है facultative anaerobic, second is acidogenic bacteria, third is obligate anaerobic. So difficult name, ma'am, right? These are the names which you might be finding it difficult, but let us see what are these. So ये वो organism है जो आपके simple organic matter को, okay, आपके सिंगल ऑर्गेनिक मैटर को कन्वर्ट करेंगे आपके फॉर्मिक एसिड, एसिटिक एसिड लाइक फॉर्मिक एसिटिक एसिड, एंड हाइड्रोजन एंड कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. तो बिकॉज अभी फर्स्ट स्टेप में क्या हुआ था, आपका जो ग्लूकोज बन गया, अमीनो एसिड्स बन गया, फैटी एसिड बन गया. सो नाउ दीज आर ऑर्गेनिक मटेरियल व्हिच नाउ हैज टू बी ब्रोकन डाउन फर्दर. ओके, सो ये जो बैक्टीरिया है वो ये काम करेंगे. सो आई हैव जस्ट मेंशन्ड व्हाट आर फैकल्टेटिव एनारोब्स ओवर हियर. So facultative anaerobe is an organism that makes ATP by aerobic respiration if oxygen is present, but is capable of switching to fermentation also if oxygen is anaerobe. तो इसलिए उसको कहते हैं facultative anaerobe. तो जब अगर ऑक्सीजन होगा तो aerobic करता है, जब ऑक्सीजन नहीं होगा तो वो स्विच करके anaerobic भी कर लेता है. ओके, एसिडोजेनिक बैक्टीरिया वो बैक्टीरिया है जो ज्यादा हाइड्रोजन बनाते हैं, इसलिए उनका नाम ही है एसिडोजन. ओके, So these are few other examples also of these bacteria. See, there is no need to study these examples. Please understand, ये examples ऐसे ही दिए हुए हैं, आपको नहीं पढ़ना है. You just have to remember कि acidogenesis में there are certain bacteria which break down the simple organic matter. Okay, then comes to the last step, that is methanogenesis. So methanogenesis is the last stage. So अभी methanogenic bacteria है, right? इधर पे methanogenesis नाम है, तो methanogenic bacteria जैसे कि आपका methanobacterium हो गया, methanococcus हो गया, वो क्या करेगा, जो second step में चीजें बनी थी अब उसको और convert करेगा, right? So it will convert acetate, hydrogen, carbon dioxide into methane, carbon dioxide, water and other products. Easily understood? Okay, so first step में carbs वगैरह breakdown हुए, एसिडोजेनेसिस में आपके जो सिंपल ऑर्गेनिक सब्सटेंसेस है वो ब्रेक डाउन हुए इनटू एसिटेट, हाइड्रोजन, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. थर्ड स्टेप में यही एसिटेट, हाइड्रोजन, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड कन्वर्ट हुए इनटू मीथेन, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, वाटर एंड अदर प्रोडक्ट्स. ओके, so this is the chemical equation of methanogenesis. Okay, how it is taking place, and finally how is the methane getting formed. So there are several advantages over here. Obviously आप इसको कोई भी कचरे से बना सकते हो. So it's the cheapest thing which you can, which will not take hard, मतलब it will not cost you anything, because आप कचरा is something which we have to decompose, right? So it's very cheap, safe, renewable. Domestic lighting, कुकिंग, कहाँ कहाँ आप यूज कर सकते हो, स्ट्रीट लाइटिंग में, स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज वगैरह में आप यूज कर सकते हो. So it burns with a blue flame. Obviously you must, everybody must have lighted the gas, तो पता है कि उसमें smoke नहीं आता है. So there is no problem with the smoke over here. Improves sanitation and minimizes the chance of spread of fecal pathogens, right? Eco-friendly है, pollution free है. इसको आप जनरेट कर सकते हो, स्टोर कर सकते हो, ट्रांसपोर्ट कर सकते हो, ये सब आपके लिए काफी आसान है. ओके, इसको जनरेट करना, स्टोर करना, ट्रांसपोर्ट करना इज वेरी वेरी इजी. That's all about your biogas. I hope you have understood about the biogas production in detail. It was very easy. पहले आपको बताना है कि biogas है क्या, बायोगैस का केमिकल कंपोजिशन के बारे में आप बात करोगे, देन यू टॉक अबाउट द 3 स्टेप्स. ओके, यस, उसके पहले प्लीज टॉक अबाउट द बायोगैस प्लांट. ओके, कि उसका जो नीचे का डाइजेस्टर है वो कंक्रीट का बना हुआ है, उसमें ऊपर गैस होल्डर है, साइड से पाइप्स है. देन यू टॉक अबाउट द 3 स्टेप्स, ओके, which I have told you in this. That's all about your biogas plant. It's very easy. Make a note. It's going to be very easy to learn. You are not going to forget anything. Mark my words. Notes are very, very important. So I'll meet you soon with the next video. Till then, bye. Take care. Work hard for your dreams.